Well, good morning, friends. Welcome back to another practice growth strategy. This is Rhonda with another tip for this week. My first question when I was decided to record this week's practice growth strategy, or PGS, I thought I'm going to talk about messy desks or messy work areas. And I'm standing in front of that line. I could be guilty all the way. I just did a Facebook post earlier and it was about my messy desk. And sometimes I just work in that environment and it works for me and it's okay. I've got my planner over here. I've got another notebook over here. I've got my coffee and my water and my supplements and a few other things and a couple of thank you notes I need to write. And like I have all that and it's just all out. And I think, okay, I'll get to that. I'll get to that. I'll get to that. But here's what happens. When we are in a messy environment, our brains tend to be a little bit messy and chaotic. And then we start delaying things or procrastinating on things that we know we need to do. So for example, I'll give you this instance of these thank you notes. There are 3 thank you notes that I want to write. How long have they been on my priority list? 2 weeks. They've been on my list of urgent priorities to get done in 2 weeks. So all 3 of these thank you notes are to people who just did something that I felt like I wanted to recognize and just say, I really appreciate you. I saw what you did. Great job. And I'm all behind you. I'm with you. That's important to me. At my heart, am an encourager. And so I love being that person to other people. But you know what? When my desk gets all messy and cluttery, those little notes just sit there and I pulled out the note cards. I'll show it to you. Here they are. Look, here it is. This is it unfolded. This is just a little note and it has my name on it. And then when I'm ready, it's just blank on the inside. And then I just fold it in half, crease it well so that it stays closed. And then it has a little envelope that goes with it. It's super simple, right? Little basic envelope. And I write my little note, I put it in the envelope. Like, how hard is this? How hard is this to do? It literally would take me all of, I don't know, 5 minutes at the most. If I got real wordy and, 5 minutes at the most, that includes addressing it, putting a stamp on it. So why haven't I done it? It's because I get all this chaos in my world and all these other things like, okay, I got my planner and I need to listen to this thing. And then I've got my headphones and I've got patient appointments and I've got my water. And then I want to make sure that I do. Too many things make it too cluttery of mind. So what started out to be a conversation about a messy desk ended up being me realizing, again, this is a conversation I have with myself multiple times a year. And that is that when my environment is cluttered, my brain gets cluttered. And I would bet that that's the same for you. And it translates even to your patient notes. So if you've got lots going on in your world and you're thinking about 4 different things while you're with a patient and you're trying to write out the notes or you're typing them in your software computer, what happens is our notes get sloppy and they're incomplete. And we forget to write down that little detail that next time you talk to them and they have to say, yeah, doc, we talked about that. You told me to stop taking that. And then we say, oh, yeah, I remember. And really, we don't have a clue. We remember nothing because we were too busy doing some other kinds of things. And it's because we're not fully present. We don't do the task, get it done, check it off the list. Like, I'm giving you my word, by the end of the day, these bad boys are going to be in the mail. So you all are my accountability right here. Sometimes you just need to tell somebody, I'm going to do it this way, and then hold yourself, let them hold you to it as well. So try and be present. I think that's probably my long way around this conversation, but probably my end thing is, it's really important that whatever you put your mind to do right then, that you just stay present with that thing. Stay present. When I know I need to write the thank you notes, push everything else aside, focus on the thank you notes and get it done. And that prevents all the clutter and the stuff from being on my desk, like a coffee that is, here's the truth. This is real with Rhonda right here. Here's my coffee from this morning, an iced latte. And it's done. It's like melted. The ice is melted. Why is it still sitting here? I'm having to throw it in the trash. Like, taking care of those little things helps to free up your mind. So then when it comes time to be fully present with the people that you know you need to serve, when I'm fully present with the patient, I don't have any of this distraction on my desk. And that includes a pile of supplements or a half empty something or food from yesterday, which I don't do, but you get my point, right? So clutter free, clean up your mind, clean up your workspace, and be fully present with your work, with your staff, with your spouse, with your patients, whoever it is, because when all the clutter's gone and it's organized and clean, you don't have all this leftover lingering stuff, you really can serve at a much higher level. This is just kind of a random rant today. So I hope this was helpful for you. Much love to you all. See you later. Be back next week.